This is the Claira Deal Dashboard, where as an investment or deal analysis team, you're able to manage, track, and draw insights from your deal pipeline. It's organized by each individual opportunity or deal as a specific RAW. And as an analyst, you can click in and be able to start your analysis immediately within the platform. You'll be able to load the relevant documentation to the deal, either directly as a file, zip file, or we could connect to a SharePoint or virtual data room to pull in documents directly. As analyst, when I kick off my process here, you can see that a variety of agents are launched in the background to facilitate the analysis process. The first report that's being generated by the agent is called Financials as Reported. Here we're taking the quarterly financial reports that are being shared within the platform and immediately and automatically generating a time series view of those financials. I can click on each of these rows and see exactly which table and information came from the source. But instead of having to open multiple PDF files to get to this data and information, I'm now immediately able to get an understanding of the company or the asset and get a feel for how it's performing. What's really unique about our model here is actually it's not an LLM model. It's a layout parser transformer trained in-house with thousands of financial documents, so you don't have to worry about hallucination or information loss, and thus you're able to really trust the information that needs generated as a basis to start your analysis. You can also download this information to Excel as a foundation for you to start to build your model. The second report that's being generated by the agents is called Key News Events, and this is actually where the agents are looking for public information and pulling out relevant news or events related to the company. And finally, the other report that's being generated initially is called a screening memo. And this is where really it's a one-pager summary about the transaction. You're able to understand if this is a deal as a team that you want to spend more time on or work with. As you can see here in the information is that's provided a source, or you're able to see exactly where the AI is working through to pull its data and information. We do know AI is not perfect in today's world, and so as an analyst, I'm able to edit and refine the memo directly with the help of AI. So an example here, I can ask it, add information about the CEO. You can see that instead of myself having to do it, the AI has gone through and found the information the CEO and written directly in line into the memo itself. This way, as an analyst, I can accept or reject the changes that are suggested by the AI and be able to essentially track changes and work with the AI to put together the memo and refine the memo to its final state. Additionally, I can also have work with the AI in this memo here and add charts and images directly into the platform without any issue. By default, any follow-up questions or information, the reference is the document loaded as a primary source of information, but I'm able to control the context and actually ask the agent to enable and look on the public domain for information, if that's something I wanted to do. So as an analyst, I have full control over the context window that the agents are working with. Assuming I've finalized the screening memo and actually do want to proceed with the deal further, I can move it to the next stage. And you see here, additional reports are being generated to facilitate my analysis, including things like helping manage the due diligence question, or even a place where I'm able to put in my own management call notes and keep track of all that information together. So giving the agent really all the data and information that I have regarding the research to help me draft the final investment memo. What's quite neat about the platform as well is as I am using the platform more, there's a comparison agent as well, where it will look through the historical deals that we as a team have evaluated and looked at, find similar transactions, and be able to bring that forward for me to evaluate against this current new opportunity. Summarizing not only the basis of the transaction, but actually giving me a quick reminder of what I liked and didn't like about the deal, and so I can take that into consideration when evaluating a new opportunity. Ultimately, when I have all the information launched, I can ask the agent to write the investment memo, but really at any point in time, I'm able to access the various agents and the library of agents that I can either manage, edit, or set up new agents to facilitate me in my analysis and have them available when I'm doing any deal underwriting or deal analysis. Now, once I close on a transaction and decide to actually participate, and on an ongoing basis, the analysis might be really much more focused simply on the financials and keeping track of the various financial covenants. And so what you have here is a more simplified view where we are not reporting the finance, giving you the financial as reported, but actually normalizing against a key set of metrics that myself as an investment firm really monitor. Here, the numbers are again fully traceable, so I can click on each of the values and it shows me where it comes from. As we know, financials are not always that clean, and sometimes require certain manipulations and interpretations to be done on the numbers being reported by management. And so what you're able to do is do that directly within the platform. So we convert all the financial statement or KPI reports into a spreadsheet. As a spreadsheet, I'm able to do any sort of type of functions and manipulations and calculations necessary. What's really nice about having in the platform is, one, we have an active learning layer, such that any manipulations that I do are saved on the platform. And you see here is a saved formula, and I can link it as the value that I want to extract. And the active learning layer would then understand this and replicate that on an ongoing basis. So on each quarter, I don't have to keep doing the same manipulations over and over again. What it also does is just makes everything traceable. And so I now know that this accounts receivable number came from here. It's a sum of B5 and B6, which are these two, and clicking this little link here shows me exactly that it came from this table. And so I can fully trace out all the output values that are used for my monitoring directly back to the source. As each analyst uses the Claira platform to streamline their deal analysis, as a team, you're now naturally retaining all the data research and creating systematic record of all the transactions and the related data. This enables you to work with Claira to complete pipeline-level analysis that currently would be extremely time-consuming and nearly impossible. With Claira's Deal Intelligence platform, you are truly capturing the institutional knowledge that makes up your firm, making it accessible for further insights and analysis, and allowing your company to truly transform the investment and trading process.